number 6, Gabe Freeman. Batting second, second baseman number 3, Andy Ramos. Starting pitcher number 15, Bernard Simmons. Third baseman number 7, Nicholas Smeka. Batting fifth, the designated hitter number 12, Chris Orton. Hitting sixth, center fielder number 8, Ryan Blacketer. First baseman for the Tour number 23, Doug Lang. Batting eighth in right field number 1, Seth Williams. Batting ninth, shortstop number 13, Maya Enriquez. And the starting catcher for the Tour number 11, Mac Van. Now introducing your hometown Mustangs led by coaches Corey Benavides and Travis Moore. The reserves for Friendswood tonight, number 3, Caden Monomer. Number 4, Davis Wells. Number 8, Mason Mullins. Number 11, Colin Cowie. Number 15, Missile Cantu. Number 16, Ty Brantley. Number 17, Ethan Rose. Number 19, Cooper Birch. Number 20, Jackson Birch. Number 21, Drew Harris. Number 24, Colin Winfield. Number 28, Griffin Casemeyer. Number 33, Caleb Bells. And now the starting lineup for your Mustangs. Leading off playing center field, number 13, senior Kevin Newkirk. Batting second, playing left field, number 5, senior Isaiah Winkler. Hitting third, your shortstop, number 34, Isaac Pacheco. Batting fourth, catcher, number 1, junior Dylan Maxey. Hitting fifth, first baseman, number 25, sophomore Boots Landry. Batting sixth, senior third baseman, number 6, Devin Andrews. Hitting seventh, designated hitter, number 12, senior Michael Wright. Batting eighth, in right field, senior number 2, Landon Monomer. Batting ninth, second baseman, number 10, junior Reed South. Your starting pitcher tonight for the Mustangs, number 14, junior Jacob Rogers. Now if you would please stand and remove your cover for the playing of the national anthem.
For all the ways you love to play, Academy Sports and Outdoors makes it easier than ever to gear up and have fun out there. Get free shipping on your favorite brands at academy.com, or get free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store. Gear up this spring at Academy Sports and Outdoors. And Rogers set to warm up.
We'll go over the lineup for Galveston ball. Leading off will be Gabe Freeman playing left field. Batting second, the second baseman Andy Ramos. Hitting third will be the pitcher Renard Simmons. And hitting cleanup Nick Smeka, and he will play third base. Hitting fifth, the DH Chris Orton. He will be hitting for Mac Levonick, the catcher for Galveston ball. Hitting sixth, Ryan Blacketer, the center fielder. Eighth will be Doug Lang playing first base. Hitting eighth, the right fielder Seth Williams. And batting ninth, the shortstop Maya Enriquez. And Gabe Freeman will lead it off here momentarily against Rogers. Last week, big week for Friendswood. They had a lot of games. Tuesday, they took on Baytown Sterling, which was a really big game. Both teams battling for first place in that one, and Friendswood came away victorious. And then Friday in Santa Fe, Pacheco and Maxey going back-to-back in the first inning, and they went on to win that game. And then turned right around and played Saturday against Texas City and won that game 4-1. First pitch in there from Rogers is a called strike, and we are underway. Again, Jacob Rogers, second time seeing this team, so we'll see if Galveston ball any more comfortable. Did not put up a run against him the first time out. Seems like a lifetime ago. This is the halfway point, basically. We're halfway through the season of District 22-5A. Another fastball in there for a called strike. And so here we go into the second half. A lot of big numbers being put up by this Mustang team. RBIs, runs scored, the whole bit, and just misses on the outside corner. Great 2-1 pitch, and evens the count at 2-2. Freeman being very patient up there. Hasn't swung the bat yet, looking at 4 pitches. Breaking ball. Chases it, doesn't come up with it, and it's 1 away. Here's the second baseman, Andy Ramos. So as good as his offense have been, the pitching has been every bit there equal. And I pointed out all the games that they played last week. A little early warning from the umpire, I guess. Audio coming from the stands, not the dugout, and that's what the boys were saying. That's not coming from us, Blue. But anyway, 3 games last week. Pitching was nothing less than stellar. And so, when you're not using up all your pitching, and guys are going the distance and putting up some innings and not walking kids, it adds up. It just adds up to a strong pitching staff and leaves everybody rested. That one's high, and it's 2-1 now to Ramos. Fastball on the outside corner evens the count at 2-2. 1 out. We're just underway here in the top of the first. No score. And that one, nothing but gas, and looked right at it. And back-to-back strikeouts. This one looking, and there's 2 away. Here's Renard Simmons. Simmons will be the starting pitcher for Galveston ball. And no call there. Low. Whew, good pitch. But look at these numbers. Toomas 4-0 on the year. Rogers 3-0. Jackson Birch 3-0. Colin Winfield has a win. Griffin Casemeyer is 3-0. Caleb Belts has a win as well. So you add all that up, and you got a perfect season going at 16-0. Rogers with gas right down the middle. 2 balls and 1 strike to Simmons. And takes low, 3-1. You got to figure that part of the strategy for head coach Russell Farrell's team here is to try and get some numbers up and get to the bullpen. But like I said, you're not really gaining an advantage because Friendswood's got plenty of guys with good arms sitting over there on the bench waiting to go. So, you know, even if Rogers does get in a high pitch count,
risk getting behind early in the count because these guys are just pounding the strike zone just like that.
So there it is, another strikeout looking, and he strikes out the side in the first inning. A 1-2-3, no hits, no runs, no errors. We'll head to the bottom of the first. Friendswood coming up to bat.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3-13, not yet, another reverse. Breaking tackles, dives to the end zone, touchdown Rangers.
16 seconds, Philly pulls up in the corner, rotates to Wilson, she fires the 3. Oh my God, it went in! Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com.
So Mustangs will take on Renard Simmons, the little lefty from Galveston Ball. Kevin Newkirk will lead it off. Thank our QA back in the studio, Randy Fry, for making sure we sound and look good. We're going to try and hear a little bit from our PA announcer when he has time. He has to do scoreboard, announcing, and now I've thrown him a headset so he can chime in on the broadcast a little bit. We got Cade Lyko going to join in. So you'll hear him from time to time as he puts in his 2 cents. And here's Newkirk. First pitch. That's the one you want to get hit by. Newkirk got out of the way of that one, but nice slow curveball. Newkirk leads, or is tied for the lead for runs scored, and that's what you want out of your leadoff guy for sure. Hitting .293 on the season. And, man, you know, we're talking 70s here, folks, and sometimes when you play kids over and over, you see that the 80 and upper 80s, and all of a sudden you're playing a guy that's throwing just so slow it's tough to get your timing down. 2 balls and a strike to Newkirk. You'll get a lot of pop-ups, a lot of rollovers. Takes a while to get your timing down. There's a soft roller like I just mentioned. And honestly, it's not a bad strategy. Throw your slowest guy against a vaunted offense like this. Winkler, on the other hand, it's a perfect opportunity to lay down a bunt and beat it out because you can actually see the ball and put it where you want it. And what does Winkler do? Puts it down the line, and it just rolls foul, but he would have basically walked to first base.
Great job by the third baseman recognizing he had no chance and letting that one go foul just before the bag there.
Yeah, he had no chance. You're right about that. We got to work on that baseline. That's the second ball we've put down that line that is rolled foul just at the end. So a little bit of field work, Coach Benavidez. So we need to get that ball to roll the other way. Here's the 0-1. Foul straight back, and it's 0-2. Winkler hitting .391. He's been a solid addition in that 2 spot. Fouled away. It's got a .559 on base percentage. So, you know, all these guys at the top of the order has some big numbers in that category. Driven into the gap in left center. A long run by the center fielder, and he runs it down. So great job running that one down by Ryan Blacketer. Blacketer's got a good arm as well. Brings up Pacheco. Pacheco leads in almost every offensive category there is known to man. Leads in hits on the team with 22. Has more singles than anybody else. He has more triples than anybody else. He has with 4. Tied for home runs with Maxey with 4. Tied for RBIs with Maxey with 25.
Oh.
They're not tied anymore. Not tied anymore in runs or RBIs, as Pacheco sends that one over into the oil fields, and the Mustangs take a 1-0 lead. Isaac sitting on the slow breaking ball that sat up in his eyes.
Next up for the Mustangs, junior catcher number 1, Dylan Maxey.
Well, here's Maxey. I promise you, you better not hang one to Maxey either, or we're going to have back-to-back. Ground ball left side. Oh, got a nice hop at third. Low throw, but they're going to get Dylan. So, again, you need to sit there and watch a couple of pitches the Mustangs do just to get your timing down. You can't get up there and start swinging at the first pitch because it is so much slower than anything you've seen up to this point. All right, Mustangs on the board. Pacheco with the bomb, and they take a 1-0 lead after 1. We'll be back after this. Nick Mecca will lead it off for the Tornadoes. Curveball stays up for ball one. Man, a good pitch. Smecca not a big guy, so maybe he's giving the benefit of the doubt on where that strike zone is. I'll have to bring it down a little bit. Fastball in on the inside corner for a called strike. It's 1-1. Pretty good breeze. It's right in our face. Again, this baseball field used to be turned completely the other way. Down the line and fair by diving Andrews, and it bounces away from Winkler, who has some trouble with it. May have been trying to decoy a little bit, but Smecca wasn't biting. He will cruise into second base with a leadoff double. Here's the DH Orton. But we've had strong breeze all day long. This right in our face. Wind is supposed to die down around 7 o'clock. And swinging on the first pitch. Just getting a piece of it. And that's going to get a visit from head coach Russell Farrell. Farrell, 297 wins in his career. Been around a while. Facing a Robert Benavidez, who has a whopping 28 total wins in his career. And that includes 16 and counting this season. Coach Benny he is known, has got this squad playing extremely well. Had some big help from Travis Moore, who has joined the varsity team, as the kids really like him, and he knows a lot about baseball, so it's just been really nice having a couple of good baseball minds coaching some really good athletes. The 0-2. Good block by Maxey. 1 ball, 2 strikes. No outs, runner on second here in the top of the second. There's another strikeout. Number 4 for Rogers. The 3rd strikeout looking. Here's Ryan Blackadder, the center fielder. Made a nice running catch in the first inning.
Example of it.
Looking.
Great curve. Didn't get the call.
Wow, did not get the call there. It looked like a good pitch. And there's no secret anymore about Maxey's arm. Guys are not right. Good bunt. Andrews comes across and makes a nice play for out number 2. So not a bad idea. Galveston ball is going to have to push runs across any way they can get them. Again, they did not score at all the first time they faced the Mustangs. The 5-3 makes it 2 away. The runner on third. Pass ball here. Any error gets a run home. So, you know, that normally you don't bunt in that situation, but when you're facing this Mustang team, you try and get a run any way you can, increase your odds. And That's what head coach Farrell's doing. 2 down, runner at third. Smeka led it off with a double. And grounder to Pacheco. Big chop. Throws across, and they get him. Nice play at short by Pacheco. And the runner gets stranded at third, so we will head to the bottom of the second, and the Mustangs still lead it 1-0.
Vype Live, the leader in high school sports broadcasts. Wait, hold on just a moment. It's true that Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, excels at high school sports broadcasts, but did you know that Vype Live does more than sports? Vype Live does band recitals, academic events. For more information on how Vype Live can broadcast your event, email us at vype.com.
Leading off the infield, Mustangs, sophomore first baseman, number 25, Boots Landry.
Here's Boots Landry leading it off here in the bottom of the second. Boots hitting .233. Takes the ball low. Boots is a sophomore, correct, Cade?
Yes, sir.
Yep. So, big sophomore. It's going to get better and better. Playing a really good first base this season. .1,000 fielding percentage over there at first base. There's the pop-up. They had a pretty good shift on for Boots.
Next up for the Mustangs, senior third baseman, number 6, Kevin Andrews.
Here's Andrews, man. Nice play at third last inning. Andrews hitting .220. Waits on it. Nice backhand at third, the long throw, and they're going to get him by 4 or 5 steps. Smeka over there with a nice stab.
Now back to Friendswood, designated hitter, senior number 12, Michael Wright.
So the slow throwing lefty has retired 5 of the 6 batters he's faced. And he's got 2 out with nobody on here. Here's the DH Wright. Michael hitting .278. Waits on it and rolls it over foul. And I touched on it at the beginning. It's just going to take a couple of innings for the timing to get down. You're going to see some ugly ground balls and some ugly pop flies. But we're We're talking low 70s, maybe 60s even on some of these pitches. Hit the second baseman. And it's going to be an easy 1-2-3 inning. And a quick one at that. We'll head to the top of the third. Mustangs still lead it 1-0.
For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com. VYPE.com.
Well, Rogers will be facing the end of the order. Seth Williams, followed by Maya Enriquez, and then back to the top of the order with Gabe Freeman here in the third. Lots of fans here on the Mustang side as there's been a little bit of bandwagoning going on as this team wins game after game. It gets a little more popular. But also, you still got a number of scouts attending. Counted 10 before the game. There may be more out there now, but the Mustangs continue to play in front of not only a packed house, but guys that can affect your future down the line. So it's a great opportunity for some of these kids to get seen that wouldn't normally get seen. Of course, they're all here to see Pacheco, and deservedly so, but it's an opportunity for all these kids to get seen by some professional scouts and college coaches. Rogers behind in the count. Williams up there swinging 2-0. Got a decent pitch to hit. Didn't do anything with it. It's 2-1. Fouled off to the left side. I think it's going to get out of play, and it will. 2-2 to Williams. Four strikeouts for Rogers thus far. And this one's rolled over to South at second base. Easy flip for out number one. Here's the shortstop, Enriquez. It's his first at bat of the game. And he gets up there swinging. So the take a pitch strategy is been put to the side here. Rogers dealing 0-2 now.
Hitters a little bit. It's kind of jumping on them there at the end and getting deep in the zone. They're all a little late.
No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out.
Pipe.
And man, that's called looking for the curveball and getting gas on the outside corner. But you called it, Cade. Right there. It shows he's only using the fastball because that's all he has to use. Strikeout number 5, and that's 4 strikeouts looking.
It's It's just that little extra pep. I mean, that it gets on them. That slight hesitation, it's by them. It's over.
That one stays down. It's 1-0. Yeah, there's been some talk as a, who's the legit number one on this team, and Rogers' name is certainly mentioned up there quite a bit, but you got guys that really compete out here, and it's not like it's an easy pick. Like you got one guy you're gonna start a game. You got several to choose from. So a 4-pitch walk after getting the first two.
Now batting second baseman number 3, Andy Ramos.
Well, we'll see if Freeman wants to try the arm of Maxey. Here's Ramos, the second baseman. Usually your leadoff guy is pretty quick. Not a big lead, though. At least not yet. Let's see what happens when he comes set. Yeah, I don't think he's going anywhere. Little soft liner to south, and that'll end the inning. So in on the hands, jammed him a bit. And it will leave one on in the third. Galveston ball trails the Mustangs 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the third.
Hey, buddy, you say you wish someone was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, VYPE.com, and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Kate, I know both my kids could not hit slow pitching. I mean, that was like their kryptonite. They could not ever hit it. I don't know about your son, if he liked it or not, or.
No, my son really liked his fastballs. I think most of these kids growing up these days, they eat fastballs like candy. If you got pitchers that can pitch, that can use both sides of the plate, they can change eye levels, they can use off-speed pitches, and really change speeds, it becomes a little more difficult.
Well, you and I talked before the game that we have not seen any really overpowering pitching in this district, but I mean this is even slower than slow. I mean we've seen some slow pitching, but this is on the excessive side.
Yeah, this is it's pretty slow.
Montemayor looks at ball one.
But you got to think a pitcher like this, to his credit, he's throwing strikes and he's getting the outs.
Absolutely.
But, he's going to be a 1, maybe 2 times through the order, but good hitters are gonna find a way here. So
1 ball, 1 strike to Montemayor. It'll be Landon, South, and then Newkirk. No walks given up by Simmons, at least not yet. Montemayor swings through that one and evens the count at 2-2. And there's a high pop fly. Out number 1, brings up South. Might actually be an advantage for South, skipping a couple of games.
Second baseman number 10, Reed South.
Reed might see this and after missing a game and go, you know what? That looks pretty good to me. I know he's been frothing at the mouth trying to get back here to play some ball. This was line foul on the right side, and it's 0-1. South hitting .314. He's got a .366 on base percentage. He's scored 10 runs on the year. And he lays down a bunt foul. So again, it's a great idea. It's a pitch you should be able to handle and put where you want because you have so much time to see it and get a good start. So I like the idea that some of these speed guys for Friendswood are trying to get base hits using the bunt. They've just missed that third base line 2 times now, though. Third baseman's still very far back, 0-2 to South. And lined up the middle, so Reed makes me look good on another prognostication. And that is only the second hit by the Mustangs. A home run back in the first inning by Pacheco, and now a single by Reed South here in the third. It's going to bring up Kevin Newkirk. So here comes the top of the order.
Sometimes that's all it takes. Somebody get it started. Now we're going to be the second time through the order. I expect to see some hits start.
Yeah, you're going to start seeing a little bit more success now that they've big lead over there by Reed. Not going anywhere. Takes ball 1. Oh, no, he called a strike?
Yes, sir.
Yes, he did. Smeka just off the grass at third. You can hear some Chippy fans yipping out there. That pitch stays up, and it's 1-1. That's coming on the G-ball side. You can see some guys laughing over there. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. Hammered foul down the right field line. Again, tough to stay back. Like to see at least one more guy get on, give Pacheco a chance to come up. Whew. Good hold there. Soft ground ball to second base. The throw to second for 1, and no chance to get Newkirk. So fielder's choice.
Next up for your Mustangs, senior left fielder number 5, Isaiah Winkler.
Fielder's choice brings 2 outs of the inning, and now here's Winkler. Winkler flew out to center field his first time up. And that one stays up for ball 1. Pacheco on deck. Winkler has 6 walks. He's only struck out 3 times. We've seen him walk in front of Pacheco a few times, which has generally been a 4-pitch walk where a guy's like, I want to throw this guy a strike so bad I can't throw him a strike because I don't want to face Pacheco. Newkirk reads down angle and takes the base. Great job of base running by Kevin Newkirk. And Mustangs have a runner in scoring position. 2-0 to Winkler. Again, he's got to come in with a strike here. And he does. Taking the whole way was Winkler, but with a good pitch to hit. 2 balls and 1 strike. Long look, the 2-1. And that will get out of play and evens the count at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second. Winkler asks for time. Oh, Newkirk was going. Kevin had a jump, and he's like, oh, man, you cost me a stolen base. Let's see if they throw back behind him here. And a little dribble, pop fly. So Winkler has not caught up to him yet. 2 pop outs. This one ends the inning in third, and they'll face Pacheco with nobody on base as they come back to the 4th inning. We'll take a quick break and be back after this. Simmons leads it off for Galveston ball here in the top of the 4th. Swinging and missing for strike 1. That one stays down and it's 1-1. Simmons struck out looking in the 1st inning. He's not alone in that category. This ball hit pretty good. Going to slice back towards right field for out number 1. A little worried Montemayor might overrun that initially as it was slicing back towards him. Here's Smeka. Smeka with the lone hit as he got one by Andrews over there. Just off the plate for ball 1. And he gets another one by, this one by the first baseman. Second hit of the game. for Smecca.
Yes, Smecca's had 2 great at-bats. That was just a great piece of hitting there. Great pitch, good hard fastball in the outer black, and Smecca just hit it where it was pitched.
Exactly. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just went with it the other way and got it by Boots over there at first base. 1 out for Orton. Orton struck out looking his first time up.
Good location.
One ball, 1 strike, 1 out, runner at first. Mustangs lead it 1-0 here in the 4th. Ground ball, going to stay foul. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes now. And as we mentioned, wind has started to die down. Flag drooping a little bit as we near the 7 o'clock hour. Need a ground ball. This ball's hammered way foul. Orton way out in front of that one. Got a good piece of it though.
Yeah, he was sitting dead fastball. Which in a 1-2 count you wouldn't expect from a high schooler, but he was. I think a good low and away changeup or something off speed here might do him well. He tried it.
Maxie kept that in front of him. He was the count at 2-2. Again, ball on the year. 2-6 in district play. And 4-12-1.
Good curve.
And there's your curveball right there. So Orton has struck out looking, and now he struck out swinging. Brings up Blacketer. Blacketer grounded out to third his first time up, back in the 2nd. 6 strikeouts now for Rogers. Guessing fastball and got a curveball, and it's 0-1. We'll get you a pitch count on Rogers here in a minute. Good breaking pitch in there for a called strike, and it's 0-2.
That pitch was number 56 for Rogers.
The 0-2. There goes the runner. Strike out. Throw him out. Tag him out. How many outs you want? Well, that will end the inning. They're going to leave Smecca out there again. He's been the only offense thus far. And coming up will be Pacheco here in the bottom of the 4th. For all the ways you love to play, Academy Sports and Outdoors makes it easier than ever to gear up and have fun out there. Get free shipping on your favorite brands at academy.com or get free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store. Gear up this spring at Academy Sports and Outdoors. Isaac launched a missile back in the 1st inning, his first at bat. And that one bounces in there. It's going to be interesting to see how they pitch him here. Pacheco retook the RBI lead, home run lead, runs scored lead with that swing. That pitch is way off the plate, and it's 2-0.
Got to give Simmons credit. It's 42 pitches into the fourth inning now.
Oh, he's been extremely effective. Again, I think it's a genius. I don't know how much decision making went into the head coach to start him against the Mustangs, but you know, slow is good, slower is better. 3-0 to Pacheco, and that one was off the plate, but called it a strike. Isaac would like to have another swing. Again, you got to be careful here. 3 balls, 1 strike, setting up outside. That one stays way off the plate. So they didn't risk it, but again, that's the first walk issued by Simmons. Pacheco's got quite a few stolen bases on the year as well, but the little lefty has a good quick move to the plate. Those over there. His slide step. Almost, you know, and sometimes when he comes home, he's not pausing very long. Pacheco back. Those over twice. So they're well aware that Isaac takes bases fairly easily. Got a huge lead over there at first base. I'll throw over again. That one's a little closer. He was going. Had him leaning. Maxie's still waiting on the first pitch. He's thrown over 3 times in a row. See if they do a pitch out here. That's what I would do. Quick step, pitch out 4 times in a row. Isaac has shortened up his lead a little bit, and they throw over 5 times in a row. Now he's really starting to hear it from everybody. Benny talking to Dylan, trying to stay focused. Finally comes home, and he throws the ball after all of that. So regardless of what Pacheco's doing, he's definitely in the pitcher's head. When you're throwing that much attention. Throw over number 6. Finally comes home. Maxie again pops up to short. It is so hard to stay back on those pitches.
Now batting for the Mustangs, sophomore first baseman, number 25, Boots Landry.
I would almost, I mean, you don't necessarily want your number 4 hole guy sacrificing. Landry rolled over his last time up. Excuse me, he popped out to short. Another pop out. Thought he had grunted out to the right side. He had popped out. Throw over, not close. Two hits apiece in this contest. Good breaking ball on the outside corner for strike 1. We are in the bottom of the fourth. Mustangs holding 1-0 lead as Simmons is pitching a whale of a game, a two-hitter, as he has matched Rogers in that category. He doesn't have any strikeouts. Pacheco back standing up. Rogers, on the other hand, has 7 strikeouts.
Yeah, it's definitely a tale of two pitchers. I mean, it's a testament to pitching in general, right? You can
Exactly.
have power, you can have blow it by him stuff, or you can not have that and pitch and just throw pitches and nibble and hit the edges and change levels. So, I mean, give credit where it's due. He's done a good job.
That's why they call it pitching, right?
Yeah.
Not throwing. Big lead again. They're going to throw over again. Yep, you can see him leaning. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. So the quick game suddenly is starting to get a little bit longer. There goes Pacheco. And hitting the gap in left center. Pacheco onto the horse. He'll run. Oh, nice cutoff by the outfield. He's got a big arm. There's a throw from the shortstop. The throw. Oh, he double pumped. Had he not had a double pump, they might have had a shot at Pacheco. Blackatour did a great job cutting that ball off. And I thought they were going to have a play on Pacheco at home.
Next up for the Mustangs, senior third baseman number 6, Devin Andrews.
So Boots with the RBI double. And Pacheco scores his 2nd run of the game. He now has 25 runs scored on the year. And here comes a visit. So, you know, he worked so hard to try and keep Pacheco at first base and left that one out over the plate, and Boots just hammered it into left center. And Pacheco can run, you know, as it is. It was a good relay. Shortstop double pumped as he did the exchange from the glove to his hand, and it cost him a shot at Pacheco at home. Here's Andrews. Andrews grounded out to third his first time up. Lines this one to the left, but right at the left fielder for out number 2.
It's 2 well-struck balls for Devin. Kind of feel for the kid. He's hit both of them hard, but right at people.
Now batting for the Mustangs, senior designated hitter number 12, Michael Wright.
Here's Michael, grounded out to second his first time up. Michael hitting .278, .372 on base percentage. Lefty against lefty here. But a couple of well-struck balls here finally in this inning. This ball hit and through the right side. Boots around third. The throw home is cut off. And it will be an RBI single for Michael Wright.
Next up for your Mustangs, senior right fielder number 2, Landon Monomer.
Here's Monomer. Monomer popped out his first time up.
Go, Lando.
And hammered to left and drops in front of the left fielder. And the Mustangs starting to put together some hits now. And the bottom half of the order is really coming through.
Second baseman number 10, Reed South.
South had the second hit of the game for the Mustangs in the 3rd inning. It was erased on a fielder's choice. 2 on, 2 out. The pitch stays up for ball 1.
Yeah, Reed's been really good this year at getting it back to the top of the order. He's been a great second leadoff.
Yeah, absolutely. Exactly right. He's been a great second leadoff in that 9 spot. And he's ahead in the count 2-0. 314 on the season, 366 on base percentage. Got 2 on here with 2 out. Ooh, up in the eyes, and it will get out of play. Those are so hard to lay off of. And Benny's telling him, look, don't chase his pitch. He does not need any help. Long look in. 2-1. Grounded. Shortstop. Flip. And Galveston will get out of it as Reed grounds out 6-4. So that'll bring up the top of the order. Next inning for the Mustangs. Coming up for your Galveston Ball Tornadoes, Doug Lang, Seth Williams, and Maya Enriquez. We'll be back right after this.
For the end zone, touchdown, Ryder Hernandez on 4th and 2 from the 17.
Sure, Vype Sports brings you the best in area high school football, but Vype brings you exciting high school volleyball action.
Dive in the middle for the back row. Here comes James and gets the kill.
Vype brings you walk-off home runs on the diamond.
Line drive, deep to left. It is going, and it is gone!
From lacrosse to the pitch to the court and more, the leader in high school sports coverage is Vype Sports.
VYP.
Galveston, first baseman number 23, Doug Lang.
Here's Lang, the big first baseman. Grounded out Pacheco in the inning. Oops, showed bunt. Took a strike. A 1-1 to Lang. Mustangs playing pretty much straight away. Newkirk over a few feet towards left field. This one bounces in there, and it's 1-1. Mustangs trying to stay perfect on the season. Strike on the inside corner. And it's got Lang talking to home plate umpire a little bit. Look, I got enough problems without that strike zone expanding. Here's the 1-2. And that one, I think, got a piece of Maxie's foot.
Yeah, got it in the toe. Just off that shin guard toe pad there.
Ooh. It might be a black and toe here later. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff Lang. And just a little bit low, and that runs the count full. The payoff pitch in there for a called strike 3. I knew it before Lang. He still mouthed to the home plate umpire. Wow, that's pretty brazen.
Next up, right fielder number 1, Seth Williams.
That kind of talk will get you run.
Yeah, it will. And you just, when you got 2 strikes on you, you can't leave it up to the umpire. Something close like that, you got to try to move the ball and just foul it off and live to see another one.
5th strikeout looking in this game. Eight overall. It's fouled away for strike 1. Popped up. Pacheco will call it. And squeeze it for out number 2.
Next up from the tour, shortstop number 13, Maya Enriquez.
Rogers has retired 8 of the last 10 batters that he's faced. That one stays down. It's 2-0. Enriquez struck out looking back in the 3rd inning. Takes a strike there, and it's 2-1. The 2-2, and waves at that one for strike 3. 9 strikeouts now for Rogers. A 1-2-3 inning here in the 5th, and the Mustangs will head to the bottom half, leading this one 3-0. All right, here we go. Top of the order, Newkirk. Reached on a fielder's choice and grounded out. 0 for 2 tonight.
Simmons still out there throwing.
I'm telling you, he's their best option. He's pitched a well of a game. Way off the plate to Newkirk for ball 1. Newkirk, 23 runs scored this year. I get excited when any of these guys are, close or tied or to the numbers Pacheco puts up. 'Cause it really means this team's doing well. It took forever for that ball to get there, and he still hit it off the very tip of the end of the bat. And he was on it. I mean, he was dead on it. He hit that on the very end of that bat. Man, oh man. The 2-1. Hit right side, and it's knocked down. But not in time to get Newkirk. So it'll be a leadoff single for Kevin.
Next up for the Mustangs, senior left fielder number 5, Isaiah Winkler.
Here's Winkler. He's 0 for 2. He has definitely been under everything. 2 pop outs. See if he can stay on top of one. Oh, here we go again. Regardless, he's going to see the number 3 and 4 hitter unless they somehow turn a double play out there. Pitch comes back over the inside part, catches the inside part of the plate for strike 1. I feel a throw over coming. Yep. There it is.
Wouldn't be surprised to see a bunt here.
I wouldn't either. I'd love a push bunt up the right side. One ball, one strike. Run at first, nobody out. Mustangs lead this one 3-0. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Galveston ball not really playing for anything but pride here. Pretty much out of the playoff picture. Been a tough season for them thus far. Wow. A couple of borderline calls. Winkler not the beneficiary of either of those pitches, as both gone against him. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It takes the bunt out of the way here. I say it does. Third baseman drops all the way back behind the bag. So I can see Isaiah trying. Well, he's got to do is get it down. He would beat it out. Just that would have to stay fair. And if you could ever do it, I mean, you wouldn't even have to really try to sneak one. There goes the runner, and just got a piece of it. A little hit and run. And we'll reset and do it again. Will be interesting to see where Pacheco goes in the draft. Many are predicting that there will be 4 to 6 high school shortstops taken in the first round. Fouled straight back. I mean, they're still under everything. So frustrating for a hitter to have that big slow pitch in your eyes, and you get under it. Needs to get one down in the zone, and this guy has not put it down there for Winkler.
It's tough. His pitches really have more of a softball pitch trajectory on a lot of them, and that messes with that swing plane quite a bit with these batters.
Yeah, a lot of these guys haven't learned the softball swing yet. No. Those are for old guys like us. Well, me. You're a lot younger than I am. You're still playing.
Yeah, if you call it that.
You're on IR at the moment, but still. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Big lead at first by Newkirk. He's been drawing a lot of attention. They're going to throw over again. There goes a runner, popped up again, and we'll reset. Winkler, Pacheco, and Maxey coming up for your Mustangs. Trying to go to 17-0 and 9-0 in district. Comes home, lays off of it. Wow, that was close. And that's that trajectory you're talking about. It looked like it was going to be really high, and it almost dropped into that strike zone.
Yeah, just a little off the plate there. I think Winkler felt his hand start to extend, start to cast out, knew it was going to be outside, and just left it alone. Good job by him.
Full count. And that one does stay off the plate. So good at bat by Winkler. Draws the walk. Only the second walk issued by Simmons.
Mustang senior shortstop, number 34, Isaac Pacheco.
And unfortunately, you have nowhere to put Pacheco. Here comes the Coach Farrell. Let's see what he wants to do. That might be it for Simmons. He's pitched a pretty good ball game here. So here's Pacheco with 26 RBIs on the season. You got Maxey on deck with 25 RBIs on the season. Your 3 and 4 guys have produced extremely well. And Simmons is basically just getting a pep talk.
Yeah, a lot of discussion on what to do with Pacheco here, with nowhere to put him. But when you got a guy as hot as Maxey backing him up, it's a tough decision.
Yeah,
right here.
it is. We've said it before. It's pick your poison. We've seen guys pitch around Pacheco even to load the bases. Ball is fouled off to the left side, out of play. Maxey on quite a few high school sports shows this week, as last week he was just destroying the baseball. Had 11 RBIs in 2 games. Had 2 home runs, a 3-run shot, and a grand slam in 1 game, and then followed that up with a 4 RBI game at his next contest. Pickoff hits the runner. Oh, but it ricocheted right to the second baseman, who threw it into the dugout. So Newkirk will trot home. They had a shot at him at third base. It'll be an E4.
Well, and unfortunately, that probably takes the bat out of Pacheco's hands here. Looks like they might have a
going to do it for your pitcher too. Can't tell where he's going exactly. Oh, he's discussing the play at second base. Winkler makes it all the way over to third. I did not see anything wrong with what Newkirk did. So Newkirk adds to his run total. He has 24 runs now scored. And you said it. He's just going to walk Pacheco. There's the intentional walk.
Now batting for the Mustangs, junior catcher number 1, Dylan Maxey.
Now Maxey, that's the intentional walk. Maxey is 0 for 2 today, but that's got to put a little spark in him. And as he sees the first pitch, he lines it for RBI number 26 on the season.
Next up for the Mustangs, sophomore first baseman number 25, Boots Landry.
Again, pick your poison. I'm sorry. I mean, if you don't know the kind of season the kid's having, but I get it. You know, who are you going to pitch to?
Courtesy runner from catcher number 3, Caden Montemayor.
Montemayor will head over to pinch run, and that's going to do it for Simmons. So really, hats off to that young man facing this vaunted lineup. He really hung in there. And now we're going to get a little sidearm action. Corbin Jones coming in here in relief. He will inherit a couple of runners. And still nobody out here in the 5th inning. Well, for all the ways you love to play, Academy Sports and Outdoors makes it easier than ever to gear up and have fun out there. Get free shipping on your favorite brands at academy.com or get free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store. Gear up this spring at Academy Sports and Outdoors. Want to thank our QA again tonight, Rockin' Randy Fry. And trust me, folks, Randy's on me about updating the scoreboard. So I'm been so involved with Simmons' slow pitching that I've been slow to put up the scores in a timely manner. But Randy's been doing a great job keeping on me about that. I think we are currently up to date. Hammered down the right field line. It should score 1. Throw is cut off. It will come into second base and hold him to a single, but it's an RBI for Landry.
Next up for your Mustangs, senior third baseman number 6, Devin Andrews.
They'll go first to third. Andrews will come up. Andrews now trying to get on this action a little bit. He's 0 for 2. The throw over again, nobody out.
It's a ball. Yeah, that was definitely a ball.
What'd you see?
He started with the left leg as he lifted his left leg more toward home like he was gonna pitch. It was definitely a ball. There was no intent to go to third with that left leg.
Balk moves Boots over to second base.
just picked it up and set it back down. He didn't really take that step toward third.
Did 2 runs score on that hit?
1.
Just 1, okay.
Did I accidentally put 2 up? I don't know.
Well, I don't see a runner at...
One just scored on that balk.
Okay, runner did score on the balk.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is 7-0. Friendswood. Runner at third, nobody out. Andrews, infield in. Puts it down and up the middle, a seeing eye single. Right through the arms of Jones.
Next up for the Mustangs, senior designated hitter, number 12, Michael Wright.
And Andrews does get in on the hit parade. An RBI single.
It's funny how baseball works. Probably the least well-struck ball of Andrews' night, and somehow it finds a way through.
Got through. That's baseball, right?
Yeah, he's hit 2 balls on the screws, and that one he just tapped off into the bat, and it rolls between everybody.
And an RBI. Pitch stays inside for ball 1. To Michael Wright. Woo! A very generous call there. This one comes into the zone. It's hammered foul, and it's 1-2 to Wright. Michael tonight is grounded out and then had an RBI single in the 4th inning. 1 for 2. 278 hitter. Double play ball. Gobbled by the shortstop. Flipped for 1. They'll not get the second one. Catcher doing a good job running down to keep Wright from going anywhere. So it's out number 1. Fielder's choice.
Next up for the Mustangs, senior right fielder, number 2, Landon Montevere.
Here's Landon Montevere. Montevere singled his last time up. Five runs across in the inning. Nine hits now for your Mustangs.
You had to figure the hits would start coming eventually. This team's just too good offensively this year to be stuck on 2-3 hits, 1 run. You knew it was coming.
Yeah, like you said earlier, you really just got to tip your cap to Simmons for keeping it close as long as he did. His really undoing was this inning, the walk to Winkler and then the intentional walk to Pacheco. And Mustangs were off and running at that point. Way off the plate. 3 balls and 1 strike. Ooh, almost got him. So he's going to walk Landon.
Now batting junior second baseman, number 10, Reed South.
That is the 11th walk of the season for Montemayor. second or only to Newkirk and Pacheco. Way off the plate for ball one. That's going to draw a visit from the catcher. And baseball start pouring in from every angle. There's still one back here. There we go. South, fresh off his sister's wedding, takes a strike and is 1-1.
It's a good take by South. Tough pitch, tailing back in toward the outer black, but he laid off. Smart move.
One out in the inning. Hammered inside the line and fair. Down the left field line. Here comes, 1 run will score. And they're going to try and score 2 here. It's going to be close off the catcher. He's in. Under the tag is Montemayor. Wright and Montemayor come around to score. And that will be your ball game as South, who has been really chomping at the bit, Cade, to get in back on the field and play again.
Yes, sir. It's good to have him back. And that right there was just a good piece of hitting by him. He laid off a tough pitcher's pitch on a 1-0 count. Ended up even in 1-1, but got one middle in and knew what to do with it. Drove it down the left field line and drove in what proved to be the winning runs there in the game.
Yep. Early ending, 10-run rule as the Mustangs move out to 17-0 now and 9-0 in district. But again, hats off to Simmons for keeping it close for as long as he did, as he kept the Mustangs off balance really through almost 4 complete innings. He did give up 2 runs in the 4th before the wheels fell off in the 5th inning. A 1-0 game through 3. But the 5th inning ended up being the undoing. Pacheco on the night, 3 runs scored, 2 walks, 1 intentional. Had a home run, an RBI, and then a lot of RBIs for this team here late. Reed South with 2. Devin Andrews with an RBI. Boots Landry with an RBI. Dylan Maxey with an RBI. And had a little help from G-Ball as well, as a balk brought in a run. But now the Mustangs head down to Goose Creek Memorial for a game on Friday, and then we're back here, I believe, on Tuesday versus LaPorte.
Yeah, Tuesday the 6th versus LaPorte.
We'll post the final score here just so you'll have it. And so there it is. Mustangs doing a little post-game celebrating.
Final tally on Rogers on the night, complete game, 70 pitches, 45 strikes, 25 balls, so efficient, and just kind of keeping with the theme of the season. These pitchers have really been pounding the zone and taking the pressure off the offense, letting the offense do what it does. They've been solid.
Solid up and down, pitching and hitting. This has been a special season, no doubt about it. You can catch all the Mustang home games live here on Vype Sports Live. And we're hoping to get picked up for some playoff games as well as we head into that part of the season. But more on that to come. But we appreciate you coming out tonight for our QA. Back in the studio, Randy Fry, thank you, sir, so much. Our PA announcer and color man, Cade Lyko, thank you, sir, for everything that you do. I think, we'll get better as this goes on as well, because you and I are trying to do really 50
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on in this booth.
All of them gadgets you got over there on the dashboard, and then I've got the pitch count and the scoreboard and the announcing and the music, and it's a lot going on. But that was a lot of fun. I really appreciate you letting me join in with you.
Absolutely, thank you, sir. And we'll see you next week again. Hopefully the Mustangs will go down and take care of business against Goose Creek. They win it tonight, 10-0 over the Galveston Ball Tornadoes. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next time.